Maybe we can talk a little bit about the players while we're waiting for them to get the room set up.
Yeah, so we actually have some stats that we have for each of the players, especially the returning ones that have been here in previous LAN events, especially here at MomoCon. So yeah, let's take a look and see what we can.
Yeah, first and foremost, we have Cynda here. He is a Virginia local.
Yep.
He does attend a lot of LAN tournaments over in that region. A member of High Definition or HD. He's made some notable victories in the past. He was the 2019 SmashCon Mario Kart champion, which was pretty cool. I believe that was an FFA format. The 2v2 format is a little new in the LAN scene as our player base is growing and making it out to these tournaments.
Yep.
But they found out about Mario Kart by watching Troy videos.
Which is...
Isn't that so fun?
Iconic.
I feel like everybody remembers Troy back in the day. Who else do we have here? We have Immortal. Immortal is a Nevada local. He's part of Bone Dry Dudes. But he started with LAN tournaments and just finding out competitive Mario Kart in general in 2019 by going to his very first Saturday night speedway.
Yeah, and I got to actually partake in one of those, and those are a lot of fun. And I was brought out there. It was when Ashley and a few other ones went out there. It was before the ones that you went to.
Okay.
And I just remember I got up on stage. It was the first time I've ever been on stage for any kind of tournament event. So I was sitting there.
So you
my nerves were even more shot than normal. So when I got up there, though, I was like, as long as I get past the qualifiers, it's fine.
Yeah.
And I did. So I was like, okay, I did
Good
it.
for
I did
you.
it.
Good for you.
All right, so it looks like they were able to get things situated, and we're actually going to go for our first track at DP3, which is an iconic track. I like this one. It's a nice, quick track, too.
It is very quick. I personally, I just can't seem to get the NISC down, which NISC, for maybe some of our newer audience members here, is a term called no item shortcut. So you might see a couple players here take it. It's this little water path right here. Yep, we see Immortal taking it. That bush is the death of me.
No.
I can never seem to get around that bush for the NISC.
See, I always go into the water path for that one, too. It makes it simpler for me, but I always criticize for it.
Oh, really?
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, there's two different ways you can take it. I say whichever one you're more comfortable with.
Exactly. So we have Cynda in 1, Immortal in 2. Cynda's sitting pretty nice right now, has protection, with Immortal not having anything to be able to attack with.
If I were Immortal right now, I'd be okay sitting in second place. Already we're just going into lap 2, and there's some space between first and last, so there could be a blue shell coming. I don't want to, caster's curse or anything, but you just got to be careful with being in first for too long, because that is the great equalizer, as they call it.
Oh, absolutely. And this track is obviously known for the shock that come here, as well as the blue shell.
And there's the blue shell. Whoopsie! Sorry, Cynda.
But you know what? There's a lot of distance there. And there's the shock, too, so getting the shock blue,
honestly,
unfortunate.
well, that might have canceled. If you think of,
did it?
It might have. If there was enough iframes there, I think it might have canceled, actually. We have EldestSpore in 4th. This is the final bend, last item box set. You gotta hope you get something good. Maybe make it through the shortcut. Poor EldestSpore. Yeah, had to protect himself. Honestly, I would have too. Wow, did you see those red shells? He got really lucky.
In that first race with Immortal getting second.
Oh, Immortal!
Savage back with the ring there.
Ending somebody's race. I wasn't sure who that connected with, but...
Oh, man. So MickeyWinz pulling out that first win. That's going to be huge going into this.
MickeyWinz getting the win. Let's go!
Getting that confidence boost right away from the first track. So.
Oh, yeah.
And like we said earlier, this is only going to be 6 races, so these top spots early on really make a difference.
Absolutely huge. Yeah. And as we talked about this earlier, as many competitive players that have come out today, I want to say we have over 100 MKC players today.
Yeah.
It's just going to be a bloodbath from here on out.
But this is the part of Mario Kart that I thrive off of, the chaos, the item throwing, like just causing problems for everybody around me, because I'm not going to outdrive anybody.
I'm not surprised. That's very accurate too. If you don't know anything about us, we're teammates. We're both on OnlyFriends.
Yes,
so.
we are. We've dealt with each other quite a bit
for a very long time. Yes.
And so she knows my shenanigans at this point.
Yeah. Yep. Exactly.
So, race 2, we're going to go to Grumble Volcano.
Oh.
This is actually my personal favorite track.
Really?
Personal favorite. This was the first track that I actually TT'd ever.
Really?
So, when I first got into...
On Mario Kart Wii or in this game?
No, I never played Wii. So, I didn't actually start playing until Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. And this was the first one I did on this.
See, most people like this track because of Mario Kart Wii.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, they made this track a lot more fair in this game, too. There were just way too many glitches and advantages that you could take advantage of in Mario Kart Wii, but this one I think people play honestly now.
Yeah. And what's great, too, about this track is it's different every time you go around. It starts breaking apart, which is, again, chaos.
Oh, yeah. Makes it a little bit more challenging to maneuver, that's for sure. We already see a couple of those top players back in their spots. We have Cynda in first, Jason in second, and MickeyWinz in third. We'll see if he can hold on to another one of these top spots.
Honestly, and I respect the Streetle. I respect the Streetle combination there.
MickeyWinz has notoriously been a villager player, so he's all about it. Actually, he cosplays as Animal Crossing characters.
And that's what we love to see, especially
Oh, yeah. Have fun with it, you know?
So Monjero sitting back at 8 right now with a red shell. Not really the best item that you want back here in the mid pack.
He does have 10 coins, though, so he's going to get a speed advantage over some of these players. I would not have held that. Oh, no!
Right there, right in the net.
I'd be trying to chain through those boxes as much as possible just to boost your chance of getting a high spot.
Yeah. So we have Inward Drift, Val right now, 4th place with Shroom Triple Reds, which you gotta love forward.
Oh, yeah. This is going to be really dangerous for MickeyWinz in third. There's, did they pull a golden mushroom in fourth?
They pulled a golden mushroom in fourth, which
I don't think the pack is that far out. That's crazy.
They're going to go ahead and elect to use it now instead of waiting for the cut.
Yes, yes. And Val is strictly a motion player, so you see the way she kind of twists and turns her controller there. There is a blue shell coming out. The Ghost is going to take Val's item. That is going to be a hit from the blue shell on Cynda. He was able to take the top path, very smart, so he could get the boost panel, make it up to the set. The shock. Yeah. Honestly, that's not bad for these players up here, because if you think about it, they got shocked into the set, so they can pull some protection. Yeah. Hopefully, some of these players were able to pull a mushroom so they can take this shortcut that is only available on lap 3. It doesn't look like any of them did.
Val being able to
we have
through
Val
there.
in second place. Second or third?
I think it's third place right there for Val, which is actually pretty big with all that fire being thrown around there and not getting hit. So
yeah,
gotta love to see that.
See, that's the chaos that you were talking about.
I told you this is what I live for.
Cynda still got first.
So Cynda won. So now you see the points there. So Cynda's in 1, MickeyWinz 2, Immortal 3, and Val 4. But yeah, no, that's exactly what I love about this game. Is that it doesn't matter. Like, there are so many different elements when it comes to it. It's not just about like how fast you go, especially in a format like this.
Yeah.
Shocks are coming into play. Blues are coming into play. You can get your defense stolen from you with the Ghosts. So
yeah.
Chaos.
Chaos. We're here for it.
We live for it. But that motion control, there's no way I could handle that.
No way, dude. Oh, we were talking before stream because, I mean, MomoCon in general, they have so many tournaments here. They have Super Smash Bros. They have Splatoon. They have Guilty Gear, Mortal Kombat, like everything, you name it. We were talking about Splatoon and how I guess the move is to have like your
you have
motion on. And if you don't have that on, you're at a disadvantage. So I think for someone like Val, like that's huge
Easy.
For her. Yeah, yeah, that's
no
crazy.
problem. Like, I don't know. I do this already in Mario Kart. Like, I can easily transition this over. So.
All right, we're going on to race 3?
Yep, now we're on to race 3. We're going to Music Park.
Ooh, I wonder who picked this. I wasn't paying attention.
No, I didn't. Yeah, same. But honestly, another great track. A lot of people love to play this one. I like the aesthetic of it. It's such a beautiful track. Music, I mean,
it's
I'm a
very
big fan
pretty.
of it.
Yeah, it's a very pretty track. Great for front running. So if you're in one of those top spots and you can hold it, this is a very technical track as well. There's not a lot of shortcut opportunities, so just getting in a top spot and holding it, getting your coins up. Coins do equal speed, so on the bottom left, if you're a new player here, you can max out at 10 coins, and that is going to ensure that your combo has the fastest loadout.
Yes, exactly. And another big part of this, too, is whether or not you can do the super bounce right around this corner.
Oh,
it's a very difficult super bounce for a lot of people.
That is a pretty difficult super bounce. And a super bounce, again, for new players who may not know some of the terms, it's where you drift into a bounce pad, like the one at the beginning there. This one is a very easy one to get, actually. And you release your turbo right before tricking, and it gives you a boost forward, and it's a noticeable boost. So top players do take advantage of that to gain some spots.
Absolutely. And again, like you said, too, right here in this spot right here, it's very key to hold on to your items because those piranha planes, they'll take them away from you.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, well, and that's not a place you want to shoot red shells especially because the piranha planes, they'll just eat them.
Yep,
If they're not going to land, they're not going to connect with the players in front of you, so just wait till after that section, and you can guarantee some hits, maybe with some triples.
So we got a big difference between the top spots up here. 1 and 2 sitting up pretty far. Blue shell comes out.
Cynda's just gone.
Yeah.
Wait, did he drop? Wait, oh, no, there's just a little bit of delay. Okay.
Yep.
I think that was Immortal taking that blue, putting Cynda back in first.
Pack's a little bit closer now.
Enigma going for the hit there.
See, that's the type of plays that I love to see.
You
That's
have
me.
to be aggressive.
You have to. There is no such thing as friends when you're now competing for the money that's at stake today.
Looking at the mini-map here, it does look like Immortal was able to land a hit on Cynda, putting him back in first place. Cynda in second. I believe that is Val in third?
Yeah, Val's in third, and then LadyJules just falling off there at the edge. That'll be a little heartbreaking to see. Any defense? No, Val's going to take the red right there.
Honestly, holding on to the shroom is not a bad play because you can recover with it. Immortal taking first place, Cynda taking second.
Yep. And, you know, that's actually a very big thing to say right there. A lot of people want to just, like, spam their mushroom to get away from the red. No, it's you want to hold on to it. Hold on to it. Wait till you get hit.
A true test of patience.
Exactly, because then you can catch it yourself and recover from getting hit from that red because it's going to happen regardless.
Yeah. Sometimes I accidentally do that. I just panic a little bit and I use my mushroom right before getting hit. But all right, let's see what are the standings right now. So Immortal and Cynda actually are tied for first right now.
That's good to see.
Yeah.
Like, you know that these were the people we were talking about from the beginning. Like those two, they know what they're doing. They're going to be running these top spots up here.
Yeah.
But then we have MickeyWinz in 3 and then Jason in 4 now.
Wow.
So, again, anything can happen in these races, and that's what we try to tell you. Like, don't get yourself down. Even if you get lower spots at the beginning, you can always work your way back up and get yourself back at the top.
Absolutely. Well, and looking at the scores right now, top 7 are actually very close. MickeyWinz has 28 points. Jason has 26. That's a 2-point difference just right there. Monjero has 24, also another 2-point difference from the spot above him, and Val with 22, only 2-point difference.
So it's all still really close, really tight races right now.
Big races are going to be the name of the game for these players if they want to make it to top 4 that moves on.
Yeah, exactly. And we have so many like talented racers that are playing right now.
Yeah.
So we're going to be able to see this the entire day today. So definitely stay tuned as we're continuing to cover these throughout the day. Now we're going to go ahead and get our track selection. What are we thinking here?
Ooh.
There's a couple different
honestly,
ones here.
Big fan of Squeaky Clean Sprint. Love that
really?
track.
Maybe
yes,
it's because I'm
sad
terrible
it
at
didn't
it.
pick it.
I'm terrible at it.
The music is great. I think the theme of the track is very silly.
But then you have Big Blue, which has one of the best soundtracks in the game, in my opinion.
It is very good.
It's
this
iconic.
is a very fun track. This track is actually exciting because of the, again, NISC or no item shortcuts that are available here. There's a couple, actually. So we might be able to see some of these players take that around like the first lap.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And it's honestly, there's so many places you can get coins here, too. So even if you do head out early, there's so many spots like that up ramp right there. You can get your 10 coins and be able to keep up with speed.
Yep, and that's a good call-out. That's a very unique feature of this track. It plays off of the F-Zero, the boost spots. Those panels on the left and right, they give you coins. They're not just like freestanding coins on this track. So we'll see. Val doesn't need coins, but she's going to opt to take that anyway.
Yeah, exactly. Listen, it's just habit at that point.
Yes. Val not taking the NISC. I wonder if that's maybe like an inside drift. Might be a little more difficult there. But we have another NISC here. MickeyWinz knows it. He's going for it. He took it. He's sitting pretty in third place. Yeah, we've seen him up at the top here pretty frequently.
Consistently, yeah.
Oh no, Cynda landing a hit with the green.
Missing the double boxes here. You definitely want to have that because usually this is like a big spot where shock happens.
So
try and get any kind of dodge that you possibly can right here for these boost pads.
Any type of sets that are before cannons are boosted. You go into a set before cannon, and some of these back spots are pulling stars, and there's a blue shell out, for example. Shock is very common on that set, but we wow, I never realized how fast this track goes by. We're already on lap 3.
It's definitely a quick track as well, and it's, as you guys can see, it's not laps. It's just a straight way all the way to the finish.
Wow, Cynda landing a hit on Jason. Going for the wow, that almost landed the boomerang on the line for Immortal.
Yeah, so another top 2 for Cynda and Immortal here in that home game. You know that that's got to hurt Jason just a little bit.
Oh, yeah. MickeyWinz getting 9th. He was up there for so long. That back was brutal on him.
It was. And again, you see how close these points are from like the 4 spot all the way down to looks like the.
Oh, sorry, I paused it.
Yeah.
It's all jumbled right now. I paused it at the wrong place.
So we have Cynda in 1. Looks like we have Immortal in 2.
Yep.
We have Jason 3, followed by MickeyWinz and Val and Monjero.
Yes.
1 point difference too.
Oh,
Only
Val and
1
Monjero are tied right now.
Yeah, exactly. So, and we still have 2 more races to go.
Let's go. I'm ready for the chaos. Let's look at these track selections. Dude, that person wants squeaky clean sprints so bad, and I am rooting for you. We're already seeing Baby Park. Yes, let's go.
Oh, man. See, I'm not good. And a lot of the new DLC tracks, I love them. I love how unique they are,
yes.
but awful at them.
Sounds like someone needs to hit the time trial.
Maybe.
Come on, Smiley.
Listen, maybe it's just like that old nostalgia. I just got to stick with it.
I understand. All right, race number 5. Squeaky clean sprint.
So what is it about this track that you like? What besides the soundtrack that you just talked about?
I think it's just very unique. I've never seen Nintendo come out with a track like this before. You're in the bathroom, man. It's tinkle time.
So
Let's go.
Is this the toilet bowl at this point then?
Anyway, so we have Cynda back in front, always with that commanding lead that he has. Jason going for a shot, even though Cynda was trailing. We'll see if Jason takes the shortcut right here. He does.
This slippery part right here always messes me up.
Yeah, there's a lot of slippery parts on this track. The soap does make it a little more difficult to maneuver. You have to take the bottom route on the first lap, but the top route does become available, which is faster. Look at that. Look at our top players.
Yep,
and top 3.
Yep, top 3 right now. Cynda, Jason, and then Immortal. Top 3 and Monjero over here in 4th, which is good because they were only 1 point behind the 4th place spot.
Yeah, so they have a shot. They have a chance. A little bit of a divide in the pack right now. We have a breakaway from Cynda. Oh, I think Jason landed a bomb hit on Immortal, pushing him back. Monjero getting redded.
But still had that other mushroom to be able to recover.
Yep, see, that's what we were talking about earlier. Don't spam it. Just wait till you get hit, and then you can catch up.
Yeah, patience key here. Ooh, let's see if they drop. Oh, what? No, they threw the bomb and hit themselves.
Oh,
no.
Oh, you've got to be careful with those upward angles. Those bombs will land right in front of you.
They really will, and I think they were trying to drop it back right there, but instead threw it forward. I've done it a couple times.
I've been a victim of myself many a time.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Game, so, wow, what an interesting place to take a blue. Still able to make it into the bottom part of this path. There is a shock. There was someone who dodged in 4th place. Who is that? Immortal. He's coming up. Oh, this is going to be huge for Immortal. He was able to get a 2nd place box, too, which means he was able to get double defense. He's in 1st with that. The horn is huge.
Oh, that's huge because you don't have anything else to worry about for the rest of this time with that double defense.
Yeah, and I don't think that... and look at what's coming. Immortal's going to be able to dodge this blue because he has a horn behind that shell. There it is. Oh, no, but
the red
Cynda
shell.
with the red. Oh,
that's
Cynda taking it over. Still an excellent race from these players. They were smart with their item usage.
They really were. And that's one of the biggest parts, in my opinion, is being able to see the item plays that you see in these games.
Yeah.
Because even though you might not be top spots, just what we saw with Immortal, getting that shock dodge, huge, bringing them back up to the top. So item play is always going to be a big key defining factor within here. So let's take a look at what we got here for standings. So we got Cynda in 1, Immortal 2, Jason 3, Val 4. Monjero only 2 points behind though. 2
points from qualifying.
That's I'm nervous for them.
Yeah,
the shakes that we were talking about. This is the moment that we're talking about for those moments of just being nervous, not knowing like, oh my gosh, I gotta focus in, laser in. We got this.
Oh yeah. Yeah, this is going to be really tough. We have, I mean, this is the final race. Like, you got to lock in, get that gamer lean, and get a good race. Especially if you're in these middle spots right here, because it is so close. Even 6th place right now, MickeyWinz with 37 points. Val has 40.
Yeah. And
you just have to pray on one of these top players' downfalls.
So I'll ask you then, what's your strategy going into this? Are you going to try and get one of the top spots, or are you going to try and take out the person that's ahead of you?
I'd be targeting the person that's ahead of me. If I see them, I'm going to ensure they have a bad race.
There you go. See,
Yeah.
Chaos.
There's
just
no
like
point.
the chaos too.
Yeah, there's no point in hitting someone like Cynda or Immortal or Jason because like they're pretty much moving on.
Yeah, exactly.
Point. Something really tragic has to happen for them to not make it. But TikTok Clock is a very popular race for running again.
Yeah.
Not a lot of shortcut opportunities. So if you're up here in the front, you want to hold on to it.
Yeah, there's some tricky little ones that you can do right off of the clock hands at the beginning as well as at the end.
Yes.
And you'll notice that the top players will always go those routes.
Yep.
It took me a while before I could get those down.
I still can't do them.
No, oh no.
I'm so bad at it. Would you consider that a NISC? I think it's a NISC. You can ride on the clock handles.
Yes.
To make it a tighter turn. So that's pretty cool if you can make that work in your favor.
Yep, exactly. And honestly, it is a little bit trickier to do, but you can slow down and just take your time with it, and it still does save some time instead of going their way around.
Yep.
So we got Val here in 5, taking the double boxes. Ooh, those green shells colliding, which is huge. Looks like it would have hit her otherwise.
That was right in her line. We have EldestSpore in 3rd. We've seen him up at the front.
Yep.
This last half. So
yeah. The unfortunate bomb on the last track definitely crushed a lot of the spirits there.
Cynda has a massive breakaway. He's going to take this this blue and probably still be able to hold first place going into the set. We'll have to see if he can secure some protective items. Oh. Now, here's the challenging thing with being in first.
Oh, sick back coming from Cynda.
Dang,
and the shock.
EldestSpore was able to get the item box, so
they
I'd be launching these or something.
Yeah, I was going to say, a lot of greens to throw forward to try and take some people out. Trying to get a couple more spots up there.
Oh, this is an interesting pull for first place. I mean, there is a blue shell coming. I think he's going to make it over the line safely, not have to use it, but using it for protective purposes against Cynda's shots over there.
Oh,
no!
LadyJules getting
Where did
right
that
here.
come from?
Yeah.
I didn't even see that.
It's the Savage Backs right there at the line.
That was a great race for LadyJules.
It was, and honestly, right there, that was huge for Val being able to secure that spot. So we'll be able to kind of break down now who's going to be moving on from this qualifying group.
Yes. So we have our final race here. Oh, I was trying to see the points.
So we have Cynda that's going to be in 1. So Cynda Immortal, we know, absolutely moving on.
Oh, here we go.
Then we have Jason, and then we have Val right afterwards. So there's your top 4 moving on from these qualifiers. And again, you saw it the entire time that they were racing. Huge races for them.
Yeah.
And they deserve to be in those spots.
Always in the front. Frontal presence was massive.
It really
was.
Players. And this is just the start. This is just the
beginning.
start.
There's still so many more pools we have to go through.
Oh man, I'm excited.
I'm ready for the heat.
You know what? I'm waiting for Excite Bike. I'm not gonna lie.